You so much to Congressman Andre Carson, and thank you for reminding us that America's infrastructure is in desperate need of investment. And that's what this is about. Talking about investment, Madam Speaker, it gives me great pleasure to yield to the second vice chair of the Congressional Black Caucus, the chair of the Women's Caucus, someone who understands infrastructure probably more than most of us. You see, when she started as a postal worker before she worked her way up, she was in the community. She was on those roads. She was traveling across those bridges. She was listening to people. And that's why her constituents voted her to be mayor. So as a mayor, we certainly understand the things that you're hit with the most are infrastructure, our roads, our bridges, our care for human infrastructure. So it gives me great pleasure to yield the floor to the second vice chair of the Congressional Black Caucus, Congresswoman Brenda Lawrence from Michigan's 14th District. I yield to you, Madam Second Vice Chair.
Thank you so much. Madam Speaker, I want to thank the Congressional Black Caucus, and I just want to recognize and tell you how much we appreciate and how much Congress has benefited from the bold leadership of our chair, Joyce Beatty. I thank her for hosting with the Congressional Black Caucus leadership this special order hour. I rise to speak on the urgent infrastructure issue that needs and deserves the attention and the action of this body. Our water infrastructure in the United States is in serious need of repair. Families in Michigan and across this country are struggling to get safe and clean drinking water because of lead pipes in their homes and communities, and not to mention the contamination of our water system sources. I'm from Michigan, and the Great Lakes weigh on my mind constantly as the largest body of fresh water in this country. A 2016 study found that there were more than 6 million lead service lines across the United States, serving 15 to 22 million Americans. This is a crisis. Ladies and gentlemen, Madam Chair, I lived through and witnessed the Flint water crisis in Michigan. I saw where the people, United States citizens of this country, their drinking water was poisoned. And because of that, we saw them getting sick and being hospitalized. And I'm sad to say, not only did it happen in Flint, it's happening all over our country. And this issue disproportionately affects communities of color and the poor. We have an opportunity, a once-in-a-generation chance to rebuild our infrastructure and to build back better for the American people. The Americans Jobs Plan and the bipartisan infrastructure framework both tackle our water infrastructure problem. These proposals will replace lead pipelines across this country. It is an action that is long overdue. This is an investment that could not come soon enough. I want this Congress to know that the federal investment in the public water infrastructure projects, it's embarrassing to say, under our watch has fallen 63% from an overall investment in 1977 to just 9% in 2014. Let me repeat that. We invested at one time as a government 63% in our water, and now it's down to 9%. This is unacceptable. Let's pass a comprehensive infrastructure package to rebuild our water infrastructure, fix our roads and bridges, invest in an electric vehicle while creating good-paying jobs and positioning ourselves for the future. Because this is a public health issue, it's a racial justice issue, and it's an economic justice issue. Access to clean water is a basic necessity for human life. I'm grateful to stand with my colleagues from the Congressional Black Caucus and call for our nation's investment in infrastructure. This is our power, and this is our message, and we must get this done. Thank you, Madam Chair, and I yield back.
Thank you so much again to Congresswoman Brenda Lawrence, and she is absolutely right. This is